Okay, Metro newspaper for London of 29th of April 2013. Could you survive on £1 a day? 1.2 billion are forced to. First paragraph. If you picked up a coffee this morning, you have already spent more than twice what 1.2 billion people have to live on for the entire day. Okay, this is targeted at rich people. They're talking about a cappuccino from something like someplace like Starbucks, which would cost about £5 or something. I don't know. It costs a lot of money anyway. I don't go there because I'm not rich. I worked out my budget recently, and I live on about £1 a day. Literally, it says here they've got some sort of challenge going. I don't know if it's supposed to raise money or just awareness, but it's a challenge. It says plenty of cheap pasta, rice, eggs, sausage meat, lentils, tinned tomatoes, and fruit are going to be on the menu for charity diners. Right. Okay. Well, sounds like what I eat. Cheap pasta, rice, eggs, tinned tomatoes. Fruit is expensive in this country, so I don't get that, or not often anyway. I eat cheaply myself. I worked it out recently. At my worst times, I literally live on less than £1 a day here in England. Does anyone care? No. I'm sick to death of all this propaganda targeted at making rich people feel better about being rich. It's just designed to increase capitalism, which makes the rich richer and the poor poorer. It doesn't help anyone, and neither do these pathetic little things here. If anyone is these pathetic little challenges and propaganda things, if anyone is helped, it's only on the path to globalization. Globalization intended to use oil forever, or at least till there's none left anyway, to take over countries basically by hook or by crook, by peace and love, propaganda, lies, or warfare. And these stupid little things don't help at all, these stupid little challenges and awareness raisings. Nothing helps really in the end anyway, because if you did make the world better off financially, you would do so at the expense of somebody's happiness. Say, for example, you got the black people up to a point where, in Africa, in poorer countries, up to a point where they could save enough money for an airfare. They would use it immediately to come to white countries, claim asylum, regardless of whether or not they were actually persecuted in their own countries. And we would end up just totally crammed out of our own countries. If we resisted, they'd beat us up and attack us and kill us, because that's what they do. And most people are just giving, I suppose, which is what happens. And the result is we would be living with an enormous number of naturally more violent people, because they are naturally more violent. Many people would rather die than live like that, such as myself. So you would have a, what do they call it, a new social ecology or whatever, where you would have a change of population, which would have more black people and fewer white people, not just because blacks had moved in, but because a lot of white people would probably just kill themselves rather than suffer the amount of violence they would experience at the hands of blacks. I get lots of violence from black people. They just hate me by nature. They call me pink and have often physically attacked me. I don't believe there are any non-violent black people due to my experiences with them. I have never come across a black person who wasn't physically violent if they could be before long, or made trouble for me if they didn't feel able to be physically violent before long. And basically I find them hell to live with. So if you help them, you'll be helping them to come over here and make me kill myself. And that'll make you, you just think, I'm sure now you're shrugging your shoulders. Why? Because you've been taught to think, oh, well. It's not a matter of, oh, well. You will have contributed to my death You will be guilty of it. You will have caused it. Okay, I'm serious. You will be guilty of a murder. Okay, you don't agree with bullying, then why do you agree with putting blacks with white people? A lot of people would rather kill themselves than live with blacks. Blacks are extremely violent, extremely violent. So if you save them, you will be killing a lot of other people. And it will be your fault. And it might even be you. You don't even know what they're like if you help them. If you want to help black people and give them asylum, which they don't need anyway, they come over here and lie about needing asylum in order to come here and get our wealth, our resources or whatever. If you think that you think they're nice, you have no idea what they're like. You have no idea what they behave like when they think they can. Once they've taken over, you will find out what they're really like. And then you'll wish you hadn't helped them. But by then it'll be too late. Oh, God's sake. Let me give you an example of what they're like. Here in London, where I live, every single job has now been taken by a black, and still in the papers, they have articles about them whining about how hard it is to get a job because they're black. Everyone, all over London, every bank teller is black. Everyone in all the supermarkets is black. Everyone in every shop is black. All the people serving, all of them, they're all black. There are almost no white people left now working. That's what will happen across the whole country, across the whole of Europe. Then they'll tell us we're not paying taxes, we're a bunch of parasites, and they'll just kill us off. Don't think they won't. They're already taking all our jobs. Jobs are lives. This is displacement by UN rules, UN laws. Displacement and genocide. Why is it going on? Because you've been brainwashed into thinking it's okay. Brainwashed by the media that are owned by rich people who want to globalize so they can rip out all the resources of the rest of the world, which they do by lying, propaganda, warfare. All of this is intended to make you feel happy about being rich, to keep the capitalist machine rolling on while they conquer the rest of the world and make themselves impossibly rich. That hurts you, by the way. They come over here and raise the price of housing by buying it all. You think they can't pay 10 times what you can pay for a house? Say no to this. Even say no to fair trade. I used to like fair trade, but then I realized it was all I was being presented with in many cases. And you can't avoid it now. You buy it or you buy nothing, which means you have to change your diet, including traditional foodstuffs, which are only supplied in the fair trade make or brand or whatever. So you either change what you want to eat or you go without. That's what they've done to us. Wake up, people, please. What's the alternative? Don't help them. Just refuse to help them. Let them help themselves, or insist on helping them in a way that doesn't harm us. For example, let them live, let them live as banana republics. Don't go in there and rip out all the oil. Don't go in there after diamonds. What use are diamonds to us? What use is a diamond ring on your hand when the cost is going to be your children can't have a home, a roof, their own home, a roof over their heads of their own? Think about it. If these people want to live, let them trade with us. That's okay. We can buy some things like bananas or something. Let's go solar, not use oil, and just buy bananas off them or something, or coconuts or whatever, or coffee beans. And let's not pay them Western prices. If we pay them Western prices, they're getting 10 times as much as we are. They have things I haven't got. I can't afford a TV license, so I don't have a TV. I haven't had a TV for 2 years. And now I've got more hassle again from the TV license company that have written to me saying it's been 2 years since we last contacted you. we want to come by again and make sure you haven't got a TV still. I don't want a TV anyway. It's all leftist propaganda now. It drives me insane. I hate TV now because it used to drive me insane. I don't watch it anymore. I feel a lot better for not watching it, a lot saner, a lot more in touch with reality. So really, people just let these people live at their own levels. Let's not raise them to our levels. The moment they get hold of any money, all they're going to do is use it to come over here anyway, take more jobs, more housing, more everything. Do you know we're giving birth in hospital corridors? So tourists, health tourists, can come over and give birth in our maternity wards. If you don't like it, they call you racist and beat you up. They know the drill from across the world. They know they can come over here and beat you up if you don't like it when they make you give birth in a hospital corridor for them while they're in the maternity ward. These people are absolutely... they hate us. That's hate. Coming across the world and treating people like that in return for what they do. No apology, no nothing. Just taking, hating, driving you down and down and down, further and further in your own country till you feel like you can't even speak about what's happening to you. Tibet for the Tibetans, yeah? Of course. Libya for the Libyans, of course. But what about England for the English? Why not? We don't even say that anymore. Instead, we get endless propaganda from globalists in the media trying to make the world not more cared for, not more peaceful or loving, just more and more developed so they can rip it up, rip the life out of it. They want train tracks so they can get the oil out more quickly, or the petroleum or the diamonds or whatever. They want roads so they can exploit things more quickly. They seem to even want to destroy this planet. It's almost like they have a conscious destruction policy. It's madness. It makes you think of things like David Icke thinks of. Are we run by aliens who want to kill us all with Agenda 21? Look up Agenda 21, by the way. Jesus. Leave things as God made them. These people are very primitive. They're lucky if they get to sell us bananas. Let's not lose our countries and lives to them. Please, people, forget these stupid little challenges. I know what poverty is like. I think it may be because I've always been an aware kind of person. They do target aware people, you know. They target us for criminalization so that they then know not to employ us and to just basically genocide us. A criminal record is genocide. They kill you, it kills you, it's your death. But we all need to wake up. If you don't wake up, you will just have a longer, slower death. But your children, well, they will suffer. They'll be the ones to suffer. Oh, for God's sake, just don't buy fair trade. We need to get a grip back on things to stop globalizing, go solar, get energy independent. Shouldn't be using oil anyway. It's bad for the planet. God's sake, and just not make people who are not fit for wealth and can't use it any more responsibly than we do, and can't possibly even be as responsible with it because they can't even understand how to make it themselves, let alone how to be responsible for it with it. You know, just get back to letting them be more of a natural lifestyle and just live by trading bananas with us or something. It's not cruel, it's just sensible. Otherwise, we're going to lose everything we have. God knows what the future is going to be. It's going to be absolutely horrible. Just think about it, people, please, and try and wake up. Thank you. Bye.